first quarterfinal.
No better way to kick off Championship Sunday than this. A rivalry years in the making. And the draft sort of went to expectation. Bobby locking in the trunk as the last pick once again. Last time he played Sneaky Fields, it did not go his way. Gonna go for this Chester early on, diffed by Semantic on the left side. Boss breaks through. Patchy, the final one to expire. An easy daisy chain up to this goal to secure the first one for Humble.
You cannot be making any mistakes against this Humble outfit. Humble pick that neither expecting a last pick tank out of Only Realm. So this really plays out probably to their expectations as well. Bobby cannot run up on Semantic like he did early, but Semantic is chasing him across the map, always finding him. Gets the gas super onto Patchy, which is going to keep him out of the fight for a long time. And Sands is going to be overwhelmed.
Double kill for Lukey, just going to hang on to mid for now. And Bobby looking to avoid the poison so they can group up as 3 strong for the next push in. All they really have is Bobby's initial assault inward. They're scouting for Semantic. They want to look for this anti-tank. Gonna go for it. Gets Lukey with a crit. Looks for another on the boss, but it's no good. Hypercharge expended by Semantic. Sands gonna make a desperate play to keep things back, but it's no good.
The trunk to win and try as Bobby did. He was not able to make that connection. Lukey on the Nadja. Obviously she's those snakes, more of those poison stacks. I think you've got to be banning that. It's one of Lukey's most played brawlers across any map, and you've got to respect it.
He has no reservations about playing it. When you head over to Bounty, it is a must ban. It's not globally banned, so it's going to have to be one of those crucial 3 that shape up the draft.
And Lukey has a 76% win rate in sets that he gets to play Nadja.
That's ridiculous.
And she's his most played brawler in the lead up to this tournament. Just got to go.
Too many brawlers that you feel like you have to ban if you're Only Realm. Too much trauma endured over the last several days. Brawlers that you just want to get out of the way. It's the Nadja ban to start things off. A quick adaptation, unless it was already planned. I think this one was probably already planned from the get-go, but there was no way they anticipated the retake to be so effective with the Nadja on Sneaky Fields, usually geared towards some of those high-paced, tanky brawlers. Lumi, instant appearance from Humble. I'm noticing a lot of the same characters showing up for Only Realm, a lot of the same enemies, a lot of the same trauma.
There's a spicy pick that only Realm really play on this map. So keep an eye out and see if Carl actually gets drafted in this particular set. Obviously, really good if you want to play like an all-in strategy, or try and wait till the final seconds in a round. Also, Hit Ejector pretty good at zoning on layer cake, where there's a number of choke points that you usually get bottlenecked into. So, going Meatball to start things off with, obviously pretty potent brawler with some degree of homing or heat seeking on those projectors, making it a little bit easier to hit and build up those supers. Just a very effective control brawler with a gadget that can stuff any dives.
Another one lurking in the shadows from Only Realm is that Shade last pick. They would love to play it here. It's one that Sands is so well adapted to, one that he spams, honestly, at times. Might be a bit too much aggression to go for now. It would synergize nicely with the walls. Another 4-5 turn for Humble to play into this aggression. Lumi is going to be vulnerable in close range. They're looking for an anti-tank of their own, but something that does fine at mid to long range so they don't get countered with the last pick.
Kaze taken away from Semantic, one of his most played brawler in general over the last few weeks. If you're Only Realm, you sort of round this out here with like rocks sort of still on the table, and yeah, it's hard not to go for the Chester here. That's obviously a bit of an issue. And here's the Shade, something that was looked at. It's a brawler that both these Shade.
Last pick from Only Realm. They could outrange the Chester, but it's difficult to deal with the Shade.
You've got to dive on the Lumi somehow.
Yeah.
It'll be a big risk to combine the Carl aforementioned here with this Kaze.
You can't get through walls. How do you play around the Shade? It is something that you absolutely must respond to. Break the walls or play around them.
Fat splatter into a wall, I guess?
Not a kill confirm right there. They're just going to try and deny super. They're going to try and inflict the same damage on Humble that they
aim in the neck. Get the blue star first is the plan, though, for the Kaze. Sands is going to step up and get his team an early lead.
That's how this one is going to play out. It's about getting that blue star and then playing D. But Only Realm don't want to let this get back too far too soon. A bit of initial damage on Boz and a lot of respect given to Lukey on this right side. Gets again positioned for free. They don't have a way of playing around this wall with the exception of Fat Splatter. And Bobby is straight from that position. Everyone backed up for now. Only Realm still look really just fine. It's going to take another gadget from Lumi to make some real damage happen for a super. And they're also avoiding giving Lukey any supercharge.
How the Only Realm fighting the map here? Yeah, Manchester Beeple does catch Lukey out for a time, but this poke damage coming in from Semantic is going to start to become pretty oppressive. There's classic room, Frostbitten. Bobby has to move out of that spot there. It's very awkward for him to play into this corner. And Humble just going to hold Only Realm in place here. They just need to be careful not to overextend. Another Mansions to push Lukey back a little bit, creating two lanes.
Humble getting impatient. Semantic gonna try and push forward. There's no dice. They really do have a kill confirm with Boss's super. So they're just making sure they use it the right way. They also don't want to get blasted away by Patchy. If they go for Bobby on the right side, it's gonna be the gadget. Bobby locked in. Boss finds... No! What? You're kidding!
No connection. Bobby now low, but able to heal up. Equal super in play. This is gonna force Lukey to be a bit more passive on the left-hand side of the map. Boss is to bide his time. Another Mansions comes in. Only Realm somehow still fighting in the top corner of the map. Patchy's getting low though. Semantic wants to pressure. This is super at the ready. We don't know what it's going to be from the chest, but it could be impactful if it's a bomb.
Semantic still biding his time.
Surely he's
Hypercharge out. It's a double stun. There's one onto Bobby. Patchy not soon to follow. It's exchanged out. Still a 1-star lead. 10 seconds to go and enough time for Humble to regroup as 3 strong. They're going to have to utilize their HP here. Hope for a team wipe or at least something. Hypercharge out from Patchy. Everything rebuffed by Only Realm. Sands in for one final corner.
I like the fat sputter there for Bobby just to break them up and force Semantic over to the right. This is going to buy some time, and Bobby is rooted in place. Lukey though can't finish the job. It's Patchy falling though. Sands realizes he's got to go aggressive now. There's Only Realm have given up the lead.
Only Realm for the first time on the aggression, but Humble are going to make this as slow and painful as possible on the retreat. Only Realm doing a good job of keeping their composure here. They're just going to have to go up 1 inch at a time. And now onto the next layer of this layer cake. And Humble retreat even more. Now conceding Sands hit with the candy spray, retreating all the way and can't hang on. It looks like just shriveled down to a shred of HP. 20 seconds to go though. There's no turning back for Only Realm.
Okay, still, this can be used now. This Mantis of Meeple to get Only Realm back into the middle of the map. 17 seconds remain. They've got to get themselves that 1 star. Now we're into a countdown. Sands is going to respect Lukey. Pops the long arm and the law, and Sands takes the hit. He's forced to back up. Patchy with a super ready to go, and Bobby encroaching, getting closer. Semantic now has to trend towards the right. Bobby's brought down. Now Sands, can he work with his super? The answer is no.
Really expecting. Versus Zeta Division, they looked quite good. Mechanically, the drafts were not really there. Now we're looking at mechanical mastery from Only Realm.
But they have literally drafted themselves into a corner on this map.
It's true.
They have made it hard for themselves. I feel like they have to be that much better in order to win these rounds. They did so in the first, but it's tough to do that. But consistency! Patchy brought down in the neutral zone, and Sands has got nowhere to go! This may well be a capitulation from Only Realm, falling behind by 3 stars early.
In the past, Only Realm, when they find themselves down, they've been known to throw in the towel, give up. Hopefully they've learned from their mistakes by then and have kept themselves of sound mind. Here comes a super going for one. Bobby completely surrounded, can't get it. Humble lead by 7 stars here. Lukey in cycle with the Shade Supers.
Looks like the gloves are off here for Humble. The challenge has been issued now to the tune of 7 stars. We're going to be left in the round, but Humble have a healthy lead. Sands is getting kept up in the middle of the map, and that is a blast beat that Patchy would sooner forget. Lukey runs up on him now, and Equipment Frostbitten's going to deny Bobby his escape. It's 12-1. Devastating lead for Humble, and Only Realm are reeling.
Need to see some supers here from Only Realm. A valuable something from Patchy, perhaps to deal with Lukey, but he's fine with it. He's got his hypercharge now, and he's ready to super away just to stay safe. That hardened hoodie is going to give him a bunch of damage resistance as he is on the retreat, still waiting for anyone to go in. Sands has no other choice. He's going to have to play aggro here in the final 30 seconds. What a super from Boss. 1 and 2. Bobby now forced to retreat and regroup.
Doesn't get much better than that. Humble might end the round on volume of stars without the time running out. Patchy's got a hypercharge super, but even a full team wipe may not be enough. Here we go. Patchy's going to be rooted by the blast beat. Boss is healthy though. Lukey tucked in the corner. Starts to get slap happy in the middle of the map. And there is not a damn thing Only Realm can do. Completely humiliated in this last round of land. He pops off. He gets to show a little bit of that skill expression. Catching 2 players out with a double root blast beat hypercharge. That's going to give your team the map win. Let's move along though to Bell's Rock. And potentially the last chance for Only Realm to stay alive in this game, and they go instantly for the kit. They certainly don't want to let Semantic have that brawler, I'll tell you that much.
And this is also an Only Realm special as well, so it'll be interesting to see one of the masters of kit play versus the other. Bobby, of course, a player that has put a lot of effort as a support, yeah, polarizing. You know, you hate to face it in Showdown. In 3v3, it's just as confusing. Play a support, go for some cheese synergies. How are you going to play it? And yeah, you'd be poorly informed to think that you can catch Humble off guard with this selection.
You want to know Boss's win rate on Jaeyoung?
Let's hear it.
92%.
You're kidding. In scrims versus professional teams.
Yes. In the lead up to this tournament, this team, when they can draft a Jaeyoung-centric strategy, perform very, very well. And that's obviously all to be said with Ruffs available to be picked. We're going to go in for the Ollie now, so you've got a burst of speed, and we know exactly that you want something. Often we see the Ruffs paired with the Ollie, right, to guarantee that hypercharge, to get like a large radius of stun, but Jaeyoung cannot be very effective in giving that extra burst of speed to make that connection.
Yeah, I think they'll get Ollie into position pretty quickly. So how are you going to break down the walls to deal with the Ollie? This is basically the way that you always respond to it. Also, Buster is a possibility just for the Kevlar Vest star power, be immune to the stun that Ollie has to offer. But that's really only a great reaction when you can see that super from Ollie coming. You have enough time to react. But all these players are playing Plum. They are going to be getting that hypnosis done really quickly.
If you covered the team names, I would actually think that this was an only that these drafts were swapped, honestly. This is such a classic Humble draft here, getting the Byron involved. But both of these teams apparently willing to play to each other's approaches. What else is available here? Obviously, Bell's Rock's the kind of map where, you know, Rico has to be banned on. That's already been sort of taken out. People also thinking of the blast. Okay. Oh man, we've seen this strategy before. The Kid and the Daryl combined are a menace. And Sands can obviously, you know, or rather, whoever's playing the Byron can really facilitate here with the healing and a super that can really just turn a fight on its head.
The risk here with Kit Daryl is it relies on you hanging back for the majority of round 1. Then you can start to cycle off of 2 and 3, but you have to have enough defense. And it's usually a cheese strat. This works versus players you aren't expecting it. Cordelius is going to be eliminating Daryl from the equation, so it'll leave Kit stranded. It separates these two. So
it's a really
sensible reaction. Yeah.
So, what might be last chance saloon here for Only Realm will be a knockout game on Bell's Rock. And see Humble, of course, with this Jaeyoung composition. It's been Luki on the Jaeyoung instead. Because Boss has taken Cordelius Juicy.
It's going to be initial damage. Luki claims the first kill as everything disintegrates for Only Realm. Patchy and Bobby both equipped with their supers. But a round is not something you can afford to give away. Bobby also shooting to keep himself on low HP so that he's not farmed for anything, but Boss refuses to leave him alone. Just stay within the radius. Bobby also gonna have to go for the kill. Yeah, beats his stuff to the rest of the team. Boss is like, no, and cue the yakety sacks as everyone's chasing each other around. Boss probably 2/3 of the way to the side, I would say.
Yeah. Favored by Bobby, not to make sure he can be healed up there, of course, but that was a tough round. Now, though, we get to see what Only Realm's comp is supposed to do. We've got Kid Super, we've got Daryl Super. It's time to make the magic happen. Couple are going to push up, and I want to point out that Cordelius is sitting on Super. Boss is going to be ready to break up the Bobby Patchy tour de force if they try and combine.
Says here for support, gonna instead go for some initial damage. Boss definitely jumps away, but now he doesn't have it to deal with defense. Patchy gonna go for it. Into the realm. Bobby looks to claim a kill. Hypnotize. Now looking for the one-way round on Semantic. Doesn't have the second roll. Around the Sands. Versus Semantic and Boss. This 1v2 has only one victor. They're still gonna give it their best shot.
Yeah, virtually unwinnable for the Byron here. Doesn't have the damage, even if he can penetrate every now and then. He's quite squishy in some more tough years since the core of this team stood and like second place out Worlds. And they've been waiting for this matchup. We only have to hope it's not over too soon.
The fall of Only Realm coincided with the rise of Humble, and you can see exactly why. Patchy pushing in, looking for anything. He stays alive. He'll at least be able to get something here. You get a bit more supercharged, but absolutely nothing. Only Realm running it down like they do a lot of times, but it just doesn't work versus former world champions.
All right. Large chance here for Only Realm to make something happen. Sands out on the super, but we're going to try and roll in. Lucky effect about a super now. Big start though. Here comes the dashing. The other super catches Patchy out. This is rough. Bobby low. Not a lot of damage here outside of the Daryl getting up close and personal. But on the side of Humble, they've got Jaeyoung and Ollie. Not exactly heavy hitters themselves.
Looking at Only Realm, there was some discussion on the strat. Don't push in, Bobby. Just get your super. Get it for the next round. Sand's going to stop and then up. Luki continues to heal Semantic.
He's playing for some hypercharge here. So you can see a valuable way of dealing with these two brawlers as things close into mid. Bobby also hoping to get his hypercharge. Sans looking for a super to assist.
Yeah, make sure denying Sans super, I think, is a big part of the game. Spooky, you know, I think goes we can worry about. Instead of waiting for Samantha to find a stun, he just want to take the fight. Get Bobby, catches him out with the gadget. Big stun on the one Bobby. He's falling, standing into the gas. Big damage, Bobby takes it,